showing up. I do know we're a little early. Good. I don't know how we did that.
'Cause
we're always late.
We're early for 6. Or we're late for 6, so we'll count it that way.
Yeah. I wanted to first start out by saying this is a live stream, so if you guys want to chit-chat with us, you can. We'll try to respond to everybody's comments. Try to do the best that we can. You guys know it's very difficult to talk about what we got to get talked about. If you guys want to chit-chat with us, you can. She does it every live stream. She got to make sure we're
make
good.
sure that we can hear us.
But yeah, y'all know that I'm gonna have to do it again. I'm gonna do it again. Okay, that we got to get through all of our stuff. We've got a lot to talk about today. She's looking at me. I was trying to do that off camera, but it didn't.
Everything's on camera now.
You know, there's a lot of stuff to go over. We do have some Amazon wish list packages that people have sent. The support is overwhelming for what we're getting ready to do. As you guys can tell on the live stream thumbnail and title, we are going to be going international, which is something we've never done before, and I'm really looking forward to it. I think we are. I think Lindsay is too. I guess I probably should have said we are looking forward to it.
If I can go.
Yeah, if you get your passport. We got to get. We've got a little bit of a, not a stipulation, but of a catch. Somebody doesn't have their marriage license.
I didn't have my birth certificate. I had a birth certificate, just not the right one. And I have no idea where my marriage license is.
So we got to get that taken care of, but we should be able to get it, even if we start our trip out and we can get it mailed to wherever we're at. We should be able to get it before we go into Canada. If not, we'll just have to push Canada back. That's just the only thing that we can do. And then, you know, we can work on other cases in the area. Always work to do. We're going to be joined by Ride or Dive, which is Eric. He's going to be with us June 2nd through the 12th, I think. July, sorry. I guess not June 2nd. That would be 2 days ago.
That would have been now.
But yeah, we're gonna get through all of this. Welcome to the live stream again. We can talk to you now. If not, you can leave a comment. We'll try to get back to you. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for all your support. Everything is overwhelming. And yeah, we'll get right into it. Right into the meat and potatoes of things, I guess, if that makes sense. We're going to start out by telling you guys what we're going to be doing immediately. So you guys
did tell her that we're there longer, right?
Actually, no, I didn't. Jennifer.
We said you talked to her yesterday, so I didn't.
July the 1st, I know we're going to be there. Eric won't, but he will be there a second. We'll be there till the 12th. I think I did tell her we're going to stay a little longer.
Okay.
Pretty positive I did.
I say we're still scheduled to drive there on like the 30th, I think. We have the one search on the 1st that's already scheduled. Eric arrives on the 2nd, and he can be with us till the 12th. So
yes, ma'am, he sure did.
Okay, you said you talked to her yesterday,
yeah.
So I was assuming you had, but I just wanted to make sure.
Also, nobody's missed anything. We just got started, Joe. B. Did she change her name?
I think so.
'Cause I just call her Joe. Oh, my ear I just lost all hearing out of my right ear just now.
So I was able to get my birth certificate. I called up to Kankakee County. They overnighted it to me. Like, that part was good. I have that. However, I don't have my marriage license. So I called down, because obviously I can't go pick it up because I got married in South Carolina. And they were going to put it in the mail to me last week. So I'm hoping tomorrow it comes because the post office does do walk-in appointments on Saturdays. So, I'm hoping, like, Paula knows that I'm in a hurry. She's one of the post office workers. I love her. She gives Jacob a hard time, so obviously I love her. But she's super understanding. She was like, okay, you need to get this. Like, she was so incredibly helpful. So I'm hoping once we get that, obviously I'm going to pay the extra for, to have it expedited. Jacob paid to have his expedited, but his was just a renewal, so his was actually pretty easy.
Yeah, but it was expensive. It was $240.
told you they were expensive.
It was like $90 to expedite it.
60.
60. Yeah.
I think but you had to get your picture renewed and stuff, so that's why it was more. Because your picture looks ridiculous. A lot different than it used to.
Than it used to?
Than it used to.
I grew a beard. And I grew up. So we're going to go real quick. I did say that we were going to throw out the meat potatoes before, but I do want to get through here and say hello to Sideshow Bob, Sue Klein, Greenwell Fishing, Ohio, Gypsy Robin, Sharon Saunders, Kevin McDonald, Kyle Schmidt. And then we got Tina Herska from Canada, Jennifer Wood, Lena, Sarah Sheedy, Michael King, Sharon McFall, Paul and Christina Balicki. Went kayak fishing with a Balicki, or kayaking. Ginger Moore, hey. Terry Spitt, Ray Butke, Teresa Graffita, and David Wiley HTD for life. Yvonne Faucott.
I think that's most of them.
Dolores Vance. Hello, everyone. Dale Hess.
Oh, Minnow Dunkers.
Minnow Dunkers, what's going on? Diana Love, Palm Beach County, Florida. And Miss Missouri Penny. Ken. John Wary. Rosa Alicia Barcano. Barranco.
Cancun. We need to go visit her.
Wow.
I always wanted to go to. Is it Cancun? Where is it? Where you rent the hut over the water and the floor is glass. That's where I want to go.
Tina Dobbs.
I forget where they have those.
She's from Montreal. Good luck on your trip. Thank you, Dawn. All right. For all you guys who's wanting to know how to help us, we got the GoFundMe deal that's up, going posted, and ChaosDivers.com. You'll see all the things you can help. That's all I'm going to say about that. Thank you so much. Lindsay's going to speak about the cases and what we're going to be doing. She's going to get off the chat and check out. Well, she's got it in her brain, so she could probably throw out everybody's name and where we're going.
There's so many. This time I've gone over them a bunch, but
we're going to be gone for 2.5 months.
Yeah. So I know a lot of people ask like, well, when are you going to be at this place, or what date are you going to be here? The only thing that I can tell you is the day that we're leaving. We do build in extra time, for travel and things like that. But there's times where we either A, get ahead of schedule, which doesn't happen often, or B, we get behind schedule.
So I answered your question. Turks and Coyote. Turks and Psychos.
Where do you see that at? Oh, Turks and Caicos. So, and then there's times where like we find something on the very last day that we are somewhere, so then we extend, in that place for a day. So I can tell you when we're leaving, but other than that, and I kind of have, a guesstimate of where we're going to be, when we're going to be there. But as far as like giving everyone exact dates, I really hate to do that, only because, and it's not that we don't want to meet you guys, but we do have people who are like, okay, well, I'll come over this day. Okay, that's great. And then something happens and we don't make it there. And then I feel like I just wasted your time. You know what I mean? We do try to keep everybody updated. Like, hey, we just finished with Ohio and we just finished with New York. And, we're heading up to Canada. Like, we try to keep you guys updated. So the best thing you can do is follow along, like on YouTube on the community posts and Facebook on the Facebook posts.
Yeah, make sure you guys' notifications is on. Statistics show that half of you guys don't even have your notification bell on. So when we do go live, why does my ear keep going?
Mine's been really bad. Mine's my allergies.
Guys saying, we're not getting notified. Well, you got to hit that bell so you can get notified.
If you have it on, go in, unclick it, and re-click it. If you still don't get notifications, unsubscribe and then resubscribe. Sometimes there's like not a glitch, but sometimes you have to show that you're like newly subscribed for it to start giving you those notifications again. I don't know why it does that. There's a few channels that I watch that I have to.
That and algorithm. If you don't watch our videos for the next 2 or 3 weeks and you start watching other people's, which is amazing, please show everybody support on YouTube. But if you guys don't do that, it won't show you notifications because it's going to say, well, they haven't watched this type of searching in 2 or 3 weeks. In our case, I haven't posted in 2 or 3 weeks. So if you guys watch a few videos, then guys should get some more notifications. But anyway, we're going to be going live just sporadically throughout. We are going to keep our...
We are going to do our very best to keep our Thursday night live streams going. You guys were incredibly patient with us when we were on the road this last time, because there was, I think, one time where we had to do it on Wednesday and then one time where we did it on Friday. Again, just watch for those updates and those notifications, and we'll get those, you know, we'll try to keep everything as consistent as possible.
Thank you, Sideshow Bob, for becoming a diver. And I know I was trying to get to this. There was something on here, though. I think Sue was trying, I think she made she wasn't making a smart remark. She was just making a funny. Do you have that on all messages or live? I think she said something like, my schedule is always spur of the moment.
Kyle did that. It's right there.
Scheduling is like mine, everything's spur of the moment, out on a whim. Exactly. You know, when we get to an area where I've got really good signal and it's a spot that we're searching, sometimes we'll go live. We'll just sporadically go live on Facebook, YouTube. I am going to try to start going live on TikTok.
I think you can.
I think we got verified for TikTok. No, we didn't get verified. We just got...
There's certain people that can go live before 1,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it does show.
Okay, so that'd be cool.
The option.
Maybe we'll do that. Just so support. All right, scheduling. We got to do this now because we were already 12 minutes in and everybody's tired of listening to me talk.
Okay, so sorry, one moment.
Find somebody?
I don't think so. I think they found a lot of cars. Okay, so again, I can tell you that we're leaving on June 26th. That's the day that we leave here. That's the day after Lexi's birthday. I guess let me back up here. Upcoming schedule. June 13th. I want to lead up to this.
Okay.
June 13th, we are going up north to Dixon, Illinois to Quartermania with Terry, and that is at the Loveland Community House, which is at the address of, I don't remember, 513 West something.
Dixon, Illinois.
I know it's the Loveland Community House. If you just Google Loveland Community House, you're going to find it. And then, so we're going to do that. That's on June 13th. Doors open at 5. The event starts at 6. They have vendors. They have raffle baskets. They have 50-50 raffles, all kinds of stuff. It's a big, big deal. So they've been gracious enough in the past to make donations to us. And this time, this event is going to be geared towards us, 513 West 2nd Street. I was close. And then, so that's on, again, June 13th. We come home that week. The following weekend, Friday, June 20th and Saturday, June 21st, we are going to be over in Missouri on the Mississippi with a SEAARK event. They have their ownership, like family event and poker run. We're going to be there for that. And then we've got, I think, a camping trip somewhere in there. Keegan's been asking and Jacob promised, so we're going to make sure that that gets done. And then Lexi's birthday, we'll celebrate that at some point in time in the next 2 weeks. So, and then we leave on June 26th. On June 26th, we head to Cleveland, Ohio. While we were in Cleveland, Ohio, we're going to be searching for Calvin Jones. He goes by Bub. You guys may remember we searched for him, was that last fall? Summer, fall time frame. Bub went missing on August 20th of 2024 in a 2009 Chevy Impala. So we searched a good portion of the Cuyahoga River up until the point where we couldn't go any further because I know it was shallow, but was there I don't remember if there was a dam or not.
No, it was just
Just
a
shallow.
log. It was just a huge log jam, and it got really shallow.
Shallow, okay.
And then the investigator, not the investigator, but the
DNR.
DNR officer told me, he said, you wouldn't have made it any further. So with that, we just turned around. But hopefully, maybe, I'm going to mention it to him whenever I text him and tell him we're going to be up there. Maybe he'll let me pull out that charger. You know, Lindsay could actually dive that too. It's super simple. Against the wall, no current. We both can dive it. What?
Even Lindsay could do that one.
Oh, that didn't sound.
That was terrible.
That wasn't meant like that.
You guys heard him.
I said it was just simple. It's just.
Oh, I can only handle simple stuff.
It is the most extreme dive possible, and I know Lindsay can handle it. So we're gonna get in there and we're gonna get the job done because she's a BA diver. Is that better? It's like a pond.
So we will be in Cleveland. That's where we start off first. The other date that I do know for sure, because we have something scheduled, is we leave to go towards Watertown, Evans Mills area, Syracuse area on June 30th. On that day, we will travel up there to search for Guy Pike. Guy Pike went missing on April 2nd of 2099. Of 1999. Guy Pike went missing on April 2nd, 1999. In a 1989 Chevy Blazer. It was the full-size Blazer. It's not like one of the small ones. It's the big one. So we have worked. This will be our. I was trying to remember. Is this our fourth trip?
It's our third trip. So the first trip.
Was Todd with us on the first trip?
Was Todd? No.
No, that's what I was trying to remember. I think the first trip was you and I. The second.
No, it was. Todd was there our first trip.
Was he?
Yep. Because I remember meeting her, and then we were like, well, we just met, now we're saying goodbye.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so this will be our third trip then.
Just told you one. Yeah, I don't know what Lindsay or Jennifer just said. I think it's going to be our third trip. Yeah, it's only 3 trips.
Okay,
I told her
was on the first. Okay.
I told her
I could not remember for the life of me. I was sitting there last night and I was thinking about it, and I was like, I didn't remember if I knew Maverick was there. That was like Maverick's first hoorah on the boat, but I could not remember if we had been there prior to that.
No, that was our first trip.
And I knew Todd was with us when Mavi was with us for the first time.
Yep, we just got Maverick. Yep.
Okay. I couldn't remember. I knew maybe it's just because we had talked for so many months prior to that. After that, we head to Canada. We do have, again, some extra time built in, just for, crossing the border, that kind of thing. From everything that I understand, getting into Canada wouldn't necessarily, it's going to be harder to come out of Canada than it is to get into Canada. However, I do know that we have an RV and a boat. I am fully intending on them to do a full inspection to go through everything. I'd be more surprised if they didn't. So that's something that we've planned for and we've allotted that time for. First we go to, my mom's going to kill me for butchering all these names. La Prairie, Quebec. We'll be searching for Jean-Marc Lavallee. Jean-Marc went missing on November 26th of 2012. I am working with I need to work with Shelly and see if we can dig up some vehicle information. I do know his vehicle is missing. I just can't find a plate number. And I want to say his car is fairly common, so we need to make sure that we have that. From there, we go to Brossard, Quebec. We will search for Robert Bashara. Robert went missing on March 17th of 2009. He is in a 2006 Chevy Trailblazer. There are some pretty distinctive things about Robert's vehicle, so we do have a plate number, but in case that plate's not on there, there's still some pretty distinctive things about his vehicle. From there, we go into Montreal. We search for Ronald Donnell. He went missing November 16th of 2001 in a 2001 Chrysler Sebring. I do know that he had just purchased this car. This was brand new to him. And then from there, also in Montreal, we have Lucy Bouchard. She went missing October 23rd of 1996. Lucy does have some health issues. She had epilepsy and a few other things. She was in one spot and she was supposed to be headed someplace else, but when she was leaving, she was actually went the wrong direction. She was dropping her sister off, but she dropped her sister off like 2 or 3 blocks away from where her sister actually lived, and she was like, "No, this is where you live. Get out." So there were some things going on. Lucy went missing in a Honda Civic. It's like a pink purple color. We do have a license plate on that as well, so again, that'll be helpful. Next is in Montreal as well, Pierre Paul Proul, August 21st of 2002. And then we have, God, my mom's gonna kill me, Maxime Moret and Pierre Belou. Sorry, Linda. They went missing on July 27th of 1985. They are missing in a 19 MG convertible. Tiny little convertible.
Pretty sweet looking little car.
Yeah. Pros, it's orange. And I don't know how many of them were even out then.
And it's foreign, so
Yeah.
the metal will probably still be pretty intact like the other.
And then still in Montreal, Benoit Lachance. He went missing August 25th of 1996 in a Chevy Camaro. So I don't know the year on that Camaro, but again, I'm assuming with it being older, it's gonna hold up well as well.
Yeah.
And then we move on to Terrebonne, Quebec. We will be searching for Ronald Couture, who went missing August 5th of 1995 in a 1993 Pontiac Grand Am. From there, we go into Laval, Quebec. Now, a lot of these, anybody who's familiar with this area knows that some of these are like 9 miles away from each other, 10 miles away from each other. But we did still build in a day for travel. Again, just in the event that something happens and we're in one spot longer. In Laval, we are searching for Robert St. Louis. He went missing on June 14th of 1988. Patrick Jean de Lopinat, September 11th of 2003 in a 1990 Volkswagen Jetta. From there, we move on to Welland, Ontario. Audrey Desjardins, October 3rd, 1996 in a 1985 Crown Vic.
That's a boat of a car.
Yeah, that's a big car. While we're in Welland, we're going to be meeting with a company. That's the big thing that Jacob's been waiting for to be able to bring to you guys. I won't tell you too much, but Welland's where we're going to spend our time with them on the Welland River and the Welland Canal is where we think that those will be the most beneficial to showcase that. After that, we go into Dunnville, Ontario. Did I say Welland, Ontario?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I couldn't remember if I said Welland, Welland, Ontario. And then we go into Dunnville, Ontario. Robert Allen Asher, who went missing December 1st of 1982. He is in a 1970 Pontiac Le Mans. 2-door. We've got a lot of like key features with his car, which will also help. From there, we come back into the U.S. through Michigan. Did build in a day to stop and see my grandma. I didn't ask. Probably should have.
Well, you know, every time we go up there, we'll go see your grandma. We just can't go to the meat market.
I know. It breaks my heart. But my grandma's dead. But I still go see her as much as I can.
And we go to the meat market and get crackers and cheese and sit and look at the river.
The river is beautiful there, though. And
yeah, but the meat market closed down.
Zimmerman's, yeah. I'm so sad about that. So after we cross into Michigan, like I said, we'll stop and see my grandma and my grandpa. They're both there. And their 2 babies. They're all right there. But Jacob is always gracious enough with allowing me to go spend the day with them. After that, we head into Mount Pleasant, Michigan. We're going to be searching for Augustine Floyd again. Now, we've searched for Augie twice already. And then this time, we're actually searching for Augie, but in 2 different locations. So the first time, we're going to go to where Augie was last known to be, which is in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. Augie's missing since October 12th of 2007, and he is in a 1995 Cadillac DeVille. After we leave Mount Pleasant, Michigan, we're going up to Petoskey, Michigan to search again for Leonard Kowalski. Leonard, as you guys may remember from last summer when we were there, he was the pilot. He is missing he went missing on November 12th, 1999. He is missing in a Cessna 175. So not like the smallest plane, but a smaller plane, you know, single pilot, you know, passenger. And that's where we searched Little Traverse Bay. We do have a few things in our favor this time. We have Jacob spoken to somebody who gave us kind of a tip on how to adjust our sonar for searching in that type of water with it being so deep. Plus we have, we had the LiveScope XR previously, but this time we also have the visualizer, which enhances the XR tremendously. So I really feel, I feel really positive about this trip. I mean, if you look at the boat, if you guys remember Plum Bananas, when we searched for it previously, we went over that exact spot. This time we went over it, we had the Garmin, the LiveScope XR, and the visualizer, and that thing just bloop, stuck right out, was standing straight up. It was incredible.
It wasn't 15 minutes, and I know for a fact I went over that about 30 times the last time we were there.
Yeah. So again, we want to use the tools that we have in our tool bag to our favor. You know, Mickey Mouse gave us these mouse tools, might as well use them. So, what?
Mickey Mouse? SEAARK Mickey Mouse?
Haven't you ever seen Mickey Mouse Clubhouse?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, Toodles.
Yeah, my son used to laugh his head off whenever I said,
Yeah,
oh,
they call them mouse tools.
Anyway, okay.
So after we leave Petoskey, we're going down into Grand Rapids. Augustine was from Grand Rapids originally, but he still had family there and friends there, and he still visited, you know, frequently down to Grand Rapids. So in the event that something was happening in Mount Pleasant that night, and Augie was like, no, forget this, I'm going back. I'm going home. I'm gonna go see my family. I'm gonna chill out for the weekend. Like, did he end up going back to Michigan? I do know where he used to hang out, or, you know, where he used to hang out around. I actually hung out in that same place. Sorry, Mom, don't judge me. Because she didn't know that I was down there, and I probably would have got my butt whooped if she did. But there's the Grand River. Now, there are parts of the Grand River that are incredibly shallow. Like, I remember growing up and watching people, like, stand out in waist-deep water in the waders and, like, fishing. But there is spots farther north where the Grand River is deeper.
We'll also have Kyle with us.
Yeah.
To kind of direct us where the water is now.
Yeah, so
different.
Kyle, Ringo, and Czar, he'll be with us in that portion. And then from there, we head down into Chicago. We're going to be searching for Edward and Stefania Andrews. They went missing May 15th of 1970. They have a very, very, very interesting story. People have searched for them in the past. There's never been any luck. They're missing in a 1969 Oldsmobile Sports Coupe. They were leaving a benefit dinner. Edward was showing signs of being sick, but I don't think, from what I understand, like not like drunk sick, just very disoriented. Like something just kind of hit him when they were at this benefit dinner. They were actually seen going the wrong way on Michigan Ave when they left the hotel that night to go back home from the benefit. And then our last stop is in Linwood, Illinois, searching for Donald Sofko. Donald Sofko went missing on November 16th of 2016 in a 2003 Kia Spectra. This was Tammy and Dennis's last case, so a little personal, I guess.
Speaking about personal.
What? So that is, I think that's everything.
Please keep political stuff out of here. Sorry.
So that is everything. Again, as far as I can tell you that we're leaving here on June 26th. I can tell you that we're going to be leaving Cleveland and heading to New York on June 30th. Other than that, I have guesstimated dates. We spend 3 to 5 days everywhere we go. But to give you guys exact dates, I don't want to, I don't like to feel like if we don't make it somewhere and somebody's waiting for us, then we have to be like, hey, sorry, we're not going to be there. And then we kind of let you guys down.
I do like the fact, and maybe this is a little bit more of a personal thing on me. I've always told Jennifer that I wish we could stay a little longer and help and clear out these waters to search for Guy Pike, because we really want to bring him home. I mean, we want to bring everybody home, but this one's kind of getting a little personal now. And we want to bring him home for Jennifer and her family, and we're actually going to get to spend a little bit more time to do that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and the thing is, like, we always schedule like 4 or 5 days up there with Jen, and then we end up staying like 7. So this time we just have 12 days on the books with her. And that, I still had, I think, about a week scheduled with Jen up there. However, with Eric's schedule changing, I think it's changed like 3 or 4 times. And this is like final answer. I'm booking Eric's tickets. He's good to go. Eric's going to be with us from July 2nd to July 12th. So, which is good because there's a couple spots that we already know that we want to go back to and dive. But Jacob's been waiting to have that second diver with us. Because I'm just a girl. So he's wanted to make sure that he's got that other diver, right? Is that what
It's not really how it went. It's very difficult for us to both dive and then leave Jennifer on the boat by herself.
Well, and that really is the thing, is that when it is just Jacob and I, we either have to tie up to shore, which isn't always an option, or he has to trust that I can drive the boat, which he doesn't. So
I do.
He doesn't.
Whatever.
He worries the whole time. So you can't really have.
We haven't yet, Michael.
When you're diving, you really need to be focused solely on you diving. And that's for any diver. You can't be worried about what's going on the surface. You can't be it's got to be
what's real crazy?
The task at hand.
I don't care if it's just you on the boat or 15 people on the boat. I wonder what's going on up there whenever I'm down there.
You have FOMO?
What is that?
Fear of missing out?
Yeah, I want to know what's going on up there, because sometimes the boat, I hear the boat running, I hear another boat. Is there a barge coming? Are you guys screwing around up there? Because I hear a tank dropping. I'm like, what the heck's going on up there? Do I need to go back up and make sure everything's okay while I'm down here? Are you guys worried about me? I know you guys aren't worried about me down there.
I always make sure you're okay. I always have. You know that. You shush.
Yeah, 20 minutes, he'll be all right.
No, last time I was like.
We don't see the bubbles and we'll worry.
I can read your bubbles, and you know that I read your bubbles.
We do have communications now. We are going to try to utilize that a little bit more this trip. So she knows what I'm doing. I am going to put on the full face mask. I just got to get a hold of Mike and get the full face, because this beard's going to get in the way a little bit. All said and done, I put something online that on the Amazon wish list that I'm like, okay, this would be all right to have. Immediately got bought for us. Thank you, Sue. I'm going to show you guys that next week. It should be in next week. Should be in the next couple days. But I'm going to do some modifications with it so it could be stable. It's a camera.
Where'd you see it from?
Huh?
Where'd you see it?
Lee from the Aqua Adventurer actually bought one. He got some donations sent to him, and he bought one, and he put it in his koi pond. And I'm like, man, that actually looks really good. And it also has a form of recording. So when it is only me and her, and we just need to drop down real quick, I can drop that camera down and be able to just see what it is. Maybe we can get a license plate off of it. It's kind of like a submarine, but not really. But I am going to make it like a torpedo and get it positioned where it's just not a camera that you're dropping down on a little cord. I'm going to make some modifications to it, and it should turn out pretty good. So we are going to try that up in New York regardless, just to see, and because it has some clear water up there, and that's the only crappy part, is it has to be clear, or at least a little bit of it, or it's not even going to work. Submarine wouldn't even work unless it's whatever 3D imaging, stuff like that. Yeah. So anyway, that's going on with stuff that we don't need to talk about right now because
that's going on with stuff.
Yeah. So Lindsay always reads your bubbles. She taught me something new. Didn't know that, or doing that. Yeah, actually.
It's crazy because like we've been at the quarry before, and like before I was even a diver.
She knew who I was.
I could find Jacob in the quarry. And then I'm now
definitely working Petoskey.
I'm now to the point where like I can read Eric's. I spent so much time with you while you were diving that I was able to, you know.
You ain't gonna do it now because I gotta have the full face on.
Oh, I
you have
still
to learn.
I can still tell. And now like I can read Eric's Britain's.
Usually she knows whenever I'm cussing, whenever I'm pissed. Yeah, on the live scope you could really tell.
No.
Sometimes, whenever I'm trying to get something
maybe
off
like
to the side.
wise.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, again, that is it with the trip. We're gonna work solely on getting, try to bring these family members home. Basically, as crazy as it sounds, I say this all the time, but I don't know how else to say it. We're working basically for you guys, helping these families out. That's it. That doesn't give you rights to be on the boat or anything like that, but we try to meet as many of you guys as we can. I am a social bug. If you guys see us at Walmart, say hi. We're always at Walmart, either in the parking lot or in the side, just getting supplies. If you guys see us anywhere, just do me a favor. If I'm feeding my face, wait till I'm done.
Yeah, we have a rule. Well, not a rule. I made Jacob promise that and it's not because of any other, it has nothing to do with me being because he was always like, you're not proud of what we do. I am very proud of what we do. But while we are eating dinner, I just want to eat dinner. I don't want to talk about ChaosDivers. I don't want anything. I just want to eat dinner. And that's been our compromise. The rest of the time, and if you see us,
all right, see you Sideshow.
Don't let my face. I look very unapproachable. Very unapproachable.
She got the RBF.
Yeah, I look extremely unapproachable all the time.
But no, seriously, I've had people stop us. Try to wait. If you guys do see us at the boat ramp, try to wait after the boat ramp, after we get back, if you guys want to come back. Because when we're going, we are going there on a mission. And we need to get in the water as soon as possible. And I don't want to be that dick that says, hey, I can't talk to you guys. We're getting ready to search. It's for the family. We want to get on the water as soon as possible. Now, when we're coming back off, that's a different story.
Oh, I am that person, though. I am that person. I refuse to tell a family that we didn't get the opportunity to search this area because Jacob was chit-chatting.
Yes, Tap. Whenever somebody buys stuff, unless it has multiple, we need multiple, it gets removed from the wish list, yeah?
Yeah. I don't know, like looking at the wish list, like if it shows like gift cards, it'll say like, you know, we need 20. I don't know if it shows you guys like, okay, they have 5 of 20.
Yeah, it does.
I'm not, does it on the, okay. I know it does like when we put it on there.
Just like Sharon Saunders. She caught us at Texas Roadhouse.
And Walmart.
Hey, she did it twice on us, didn't she?
Yeah.
I love that woman. She's so fun.
I felt so bad because Jake wasn't with her, but then Jake got to come.
Yeah,
they surprised her.
I like Jake.
Her husband and Jake surprised her at the meet and greet.
And if you guys, I promise you, now there is sometimes where we do splurge on our food eating, like going out to a nicer restaurant, mainly because we have the families with us of the missing, and we're just taking them out for dinner. But 9 out of 10 times, if you see us at a nice restaurant, we got a gift card.
Yeah.
Because I could not do it without you guys.
Well, and a lot of it is, so I think I could speak for both of us. Like some of our favorite restaurants are like those little hole-in-the-wall mom and pop restaurants. Absolutely love those. You know, where it's like homemade food, nothing's like frozen. I love that stuff. However, a lot of those restaurants can't accommodate like the RV and the boat. So a lot of the gift cards and stuff that we put up are just big chain restaurants that are everywhere. I want to make sure that if we go to Oklahoma, we can eat. And if we don't use those gift cards in Oklahoma, we can go to North Carolina and eat. You know what I mean? Like I try to choose chain restaurants, but not just fast food.
And we are going to be leaving in 3 weeks? So
3 weeks exactly.
Yeah.
21 days.
Yeah, if you guys generally, I know we're going to get a care package sent to us, and my mom has the keys to my P.O. box, so I don't think it's going to be a big issue now. If you guys do send them through the P.O. box or through her mail or through the Amazon.
Everything from Amazon comes to my house.
Yeah, but if you guys do send stuff to the P.O. box, my mom will have a key, and she'll be able to send stuff weekly to us wherever we're at.
Check it at least once a week. I know she'll be able to send it to New York to Jen.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to send my passport. My mom's gonna have to send my passport to Jen.
Hopefully it'll come in.
And then I know that we can send things to that campground in Petoskey if that's where we end up staying again.
That was nice, actually.
Because that's where we had.
We got to go to 2 for minus the wings when we're there. I like that place. It was actually really nice. I didn't like the seating because it was hardwood booths, but
and they were like those bench things.
Yeah.
Or like those like tall. I just remember they were tall.
Yeah, they were. It was delicious food though. Delicious. I don't remember what it was called though. She just called it 2 for reference. Listen, we're gonna do our best. Weather may be an issue,
Lizard.
but what?
Limp Lizard was the name of that restaurant.
Limp Lizard?
Should have said it.
What the hell of a restaurant name? I didn't even. Oh, I gotta watch my mouth, don't I? I've said a few.
Yeah, you have.
I really don't care anymore. I just.
T 2014. I'm pretty sure. I need to look into that. I mean, obviously, I feel like whatever we go into Canada with is whatever we go into Canada with. I'm not too worried about anything up there.
Somebody said something about the
but
pew pew. That will be taken care of. We'll get that transferred back over into Michigan when we go into Canada. So we'll get it worked out. I'll get it worked out.
why even take it?
Because crazies are out there.
Jacob, I'm crazier than the crazies.
I am too. But
Seriously.
I could probably fight better than I could shoot.
I've seen you do both, and yes.
Let's get to opening packages. It's already 44. How is it already 44 minutes?
I don't know, Chatty Cathy.
That's ridiculous. We're supposed to just tell them about
Okay,
Canada trip, do the packages, and get off.
I I had 20 cases to go through.
Oh, that you and I'm Chatty Cathy. No,
Listen.
we're not married, but I swear to God, she's my work wife.
Yeah, see? Jen said because you keep talking, Jacob.
Jason, who the hell's Jason?
I was looking at something else and I was adding words together.
Story time, Steve. Shelly, stay out of it.
It's true.
Okay, guys, let's get into the Amazon packaging slash not sponsorship, but I'll explain it here in a second.
We'll just get into it.
I am.
Okay, story time, Steve.
We got a package here from Amazon. Again, if you guys check out the description, it shows how to send us packages through either P.O. Box, snail mail, well, P.O. Box is snail mail, or the Amazon wish list, stuff like that. I think Sue's been putting them on there.
Come on.
Shush. Oh, that tells us the actual...
Yeah, that tells you everything that was supposed to be in the package.
The card amount, though. Cool. Usually doesn't show the card amount. Okay. Enjoy your gift from Sue. Sue Klein. We're going to say the last names. I don't care anymore. Sue Klein, thank you so much.
It doesn't matter what you care about. I mean, everybody knows
Everybody's
Sue Klein.
talking.
Everybody knows Sue, but I'm saying the rest
Why
of
do we
them.
argue more than we talk?
Because you don't listen to me.
Yeah, but people
Okay,
enjoy.
But I know that there's people out there who've said, please don't say my last name.
Okay. This is from Sue.
Everybody knows Sue Klein.
Everybody knows Sue Klein.
But I'm saying, like, if it's somebody that doesn't...
Got a $25 gift card to Subway. This will be used pretty quickly because we do like some Subway. And by the way, I'm almost 50 pounds down. Almost. And I'm not going to speak on Lindsay's behalf because that's just her personal stuff, but we have been losing weight.
This is why you've been on for an hour.
Shut up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I said shut up. Be quiet.
No, you're not.
Red Robin, $25.
That's one of my favorite gift cards.
They got a little bite taken out of them. Look at that. Funny. Haha. I do like some Red Robin. That's really good. DoorDash. We did use up our DoorDash on when the Aqua Adventurer was with us because we broke down and places were, I think it was a mile and a half walk. So we got the DoorDash and we utilized that, which is awesome. And Texas Roadhouse. See, this is why we go to Texas Roadhouse. $25 there. Thank you, Sue Klein, for that. Huh?
I'm just thinking about I can go put them right now.
Okay.
I have a little folder.
So we did have to retire one of the flags due to the fact that it started ripping and it's just disrespectful, I feel, on the flag. So I did throw up a flag on the Amazon wish list.
We've got to take that to the VFW.
Yeah, we have to retire it. Sue Klein, she got us the American flag. Beautiful, love it. It's actually good quality.
It's made in America.
And it's made in America.
Yeah, we need to remember to take
And
that other one down.
it's got really good, not rivets, but grommets. It looks like it's really good quality. So we always try to fly the flag when we're going. America, people, America. It's a 3x5 flag for the lawn and patio, but we're going to fly it. SEAARK is going to send us a SEAARK flag, so that'll be cool. Thank you, Sue Klein, for that. I'm sorry.
She said you could say her name.
Okay. Thank you, Sue.
Say everybody knows Sue, but I'm saying like the rest of it.
Oh, you can't see that yet, guys. You can, but I gotta get it right here. Is this
Empty.
Why is it empty? Oh, is that what? Because
the
of cards?
out of it.
Okay, so that goes over there.
No, that goes in the trash with you.
Where in the? All right. I knew this package was coming because somebody had sent me a message and I actually needed to use it. So I opened the package and I used it immediately. I've actually been thinking about getting, huh?
Is there anything in that box?
Yeah, not really, but yeah. Well, I guess we can put that stuff in here, right?
Yeah, I just need
Is there, here's the care package or the listings for the people. Sorry, give me a second. All right, that's not it. That's her name. Okay, so these two is what I need. We got another package in there. Like I said, I knew this was coming, but I had to use it. And I told you guys about it. Check this out. Remember when I told you guys about the CC Impact? I'm telling you, this is obviously not a sponsored video, but I'm going to show you guys. This Impact is actually pretty sweet. It's about $120 or $130. It's a 1/2-inch impact. It's got 2 different settings. Super good. And it also comes with a whole ratcheting set, 2 batteries. It comes with all the impacts. It even comes with a drilling package and a couple drill bits. Yeah, it is a little chintzy. It's not Milwaukee, but it works. And it took the tires off of the RV whenever I needed an impact. So thank you, Susan Blackwell. Marilyn Blackwell. Sorry, I know a Susan Blackwell too. Thank you, Marilyn, for that gift. Means a lot. And she's seen Lindsay scratch my back. She got me a back scratcher. Thank you, Marilyn. This is that's old.
I just need to throw anything in it.
Oh, there's one for me and one for you. Ow! No. You do not get these. I'm gonna get hurt.
You said one for me and one for you. I don't have to. I was.
That would really hurt.
Let me see.
No.
Oh, let me just do it on
You
your
just
arm.
smacked me already.
I know. Let me try it on your arm
No.
though.
All right. This next package. 4 Real Fishing. The number 4 Real Fishing. He actually. Why can't I think of his name?
Tyler Barnes.
Tyler Barnes. Sorry, Tyler. Your name just like literally slipped my mind just now. Tyler Barnes did get put on the SEAARK.
Pro staff.
Thank you. You want to talk about it?
No, go ahead.
4 Real Fishing
Ventriloquist.
on Facebook. Check him out. Really good dude. A lot of energy. Amazing person. I did make a comment on his Facebook or a YouTube video or something. He made a post about this product that he makes. 4 Real Fishing makes a whole bunch of different lines of products, but this product specifically, I'm like, man, I actually like that, and I'm thinking about getting one. Well, he reached out and he said, I got you. Did he have any idea that I was going to throw his name and his stuff on here? No, absolutely not. It is super appreciative. It is super nice of him. I couldn't believe it actually fit in these. Whoa, look at it. Well, Garrett and Eric has a hat.
Oh, nice.
Wow, dude. You didn't have to do all that. It smells good. It smells new.
Yeah.
I got a good... Look at that, guys.
That's how much I trust you.
So Garrett and Eric has a new hat. What?
That's how much I trust you.
Yeah, you gonna smell it?
Smell those. I just smell it.
Oh wow, that's cool. I didn't even know that was that. What is this?
Can I move this?
Yeah, you can move it. Thank you, Tyler, for the hats. I specifically don't wear hats, but super awesome that you. I remember now because I asked him about it. Stickers. Love stickers. 4 Real Fishing sticker. You're going to see that on the boat, and you're going to see that on
Garrett's store.
Garrett's door. Where are we going to?
The RV and the boat.
The RV and the boat.
Garrett's store.
Garrett's door.
And a spare.
I gotta find somewhere I can put this one.
Save it for the next boat.
Jeff threw up a link. Yeah, Marcus Lambert, you're right, because it doesn't fit my melon. All right, so I did look at this, and I'm like, man, that is super awesome of a product, and
Back in here, so you're not gonna put it in his box.
we're gonna get with what he said. Huh?
I didn't want to bend him.
Yeah, the RV door. Yeah, we've got a spot where we've actually got, not sponsored, but we got like Corey Cooper's and So High,
SEAARK Depths of History.
SEAARK Depths of History, and
Magnolia.
Magnolia Marina. So we got a spot where we're going to put that. But this is the product that I seen him do an advertisement on, and I told him, I said, man, I really like that, and I think it would come in handy. This is actually to keep our sonar equipment that's our mobile equipment, like the remotes and the monitor, some of the batteries that can't get wet, and all the stuff for the little buddy. Look at this, guys. That's actually bigger than I thought it was going to be. It's a 40-liter dry bag. Now, what's cool about this dry bag is it actually has an air vent here that you can open. You can put all your stuff in. And then once you got all your stuff in, you can actually, for room spacing, you can actually close it down, seal it back up, and it'll be airtight. We are going to put, I got to figure out, because it's just brand new, I don't have anything set on it, but it is just a duffel bag. It says For Real Fishing on it somewhere, because it's airtight in here and it's not coming out. For Real Fishing, and
Unzip the zipper.
shh. It's already unzipped.
Yeah, 'cause it's not.
Ooh, that's got that rubber seal. That's actually pretty quality. It's actually really better. It's actually really nice to see it in person, because you can actually see. It's got some really good straps, and it's actually a backpack too. You can throw it on your back, so that'll come in super handy. And I guess that's how you extend it. You can extend it out a little bit and then tighten it up. So what do you think? You like it?
Your explanation of that bag was
Amazing, wasn't it?
sensational.
It's pretty deep. Oh, it's even got little spots here, and then it's got a side right. Man, that's got a really good seal on it. Thank you. Thank you for sending that to us, Tyler. Hey, congratulations again for becoming a pro staff. I think you'll be a really good addition to the team. For Real Fishing. That's it. That's all we got.
Goodbye.
No flare guns in Canada. Well,
I think we're
That has to
allowed
be
to have
safety.
it. Yeah, I think we're allowed to have it because our marine vessel is over so many feet.
always said that sticker can hold the RV door on. God, Kyle, that's mean.
Nothing's gonna hold that door on.
But Kyle said Jennifer said you may be quite accurate with that. Yeah, it's a vacuum seal duffel bag.
And it can be a backpack or a duffel bag. You can wear it however you want. He sent us two. Like Jacob said, we're gonna use the one for the remotes, the monitor, and the battery for the little buddy. And then the other one, I already have plans for.
She has this work bag, and
It says the work bag.
it does, well, it says
It did.
the
It says the
work
orc.
it did.
No, it says the orc bag right now.
Work bag.
Because
Yeah.
the W came off.
So she carries a work bag with her, but that was not very waterproof, and we actually had been drenched for the past month because it
What
never
happened?
stops raining.
My mom got me this beautiful pink and white backpack. It was absolutely beautiful last year for my birthday, or 2 years ago for my birthday. Absolutely loved it. It fit everything perfectly. That's what I was like, oh, bring this on the boat. Like, the boat's covered No, that backpack is ruined. We've washed it. I need to just go in with like some like stain remover and really, really scrub it.
Probably need somebody to clean it.
So I got the work bag, which is makes it appear like I'm working. It's really just full of snackies. The whole, and it's a big bag. It's about this, about this tall, about this big. It's a big bag, and it is full of beef jerky, Cheez-Its, and peanut butter crackers.
Jennifer Wood in all caps, so I guess she's yelling at every single last one of you guys, says a huge thank you to everyone here helping to mail this trip possible. To make this trip possible. The trip fund, I told you guys, is around about around 3,100, I think, including the 2,000 that I have that was from our last trip, plus the stuff that's in the Venmo and the CashApp. So it's around 3,100. Since the last time we spoke, I think we may have gotten $100 or $200 donation, I think. I haven't done the updated, but it's around 3,300 that we have. So thank you guys so much. We're going to continue to go and, tell you guys about this. We're going to go up to the Loveland and have that Quarter Mania. Hopefully we'll see you guys up there.
I do know there's some people that are coming.
What?
There's some people that are coming.
Why are you talking like
I'm
this?
I'm practicing my ventriloquy.
Ventriloquy?
Yeah.
I don't think that's a word.
I'm pretty sure it is. Look it up.
Ventriloquism would be.
That is not a word.
That is definitely a word.
If I Google this word right now and I show you that I'm right.
Ventricle. I can't even say it now. So yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. We should be able to do that, and we haven't got the shirts decided yet. I said we were going to do that on Thursday, and we didn't get to it because we had 9,000 things to do in the past 3 days. Ventriloquism is a word, I promise you.
So is ventriloquy. I'm positive.
No, it isn't. I promise you, ventriloquy.
How do people do ventriloquy? Okay.
So we're both right.
Obviously, I was more right.
Anyway, the next 10 minutes we're going to talk about. Have we already been on here for an hour?
Probably. What's it say? 30 minutes and 13 seconds.
Okay, next 10 minutes we're gonna answer some questions and we're gonna get off of here. I say 10 minutes, probably about 20. It's like one last cast. Did I get sunburned today, or is that just the light? Because my face is hot.
It was, I think, we were in the straight down, beating down sun, and then that black parking lot, was as black as your shirt, and that just radiated heat. Because you're burnt right here, and then right under here, and your nose. We took the kids fishing. Me, my brother-in-law, and Lindsay. We took his niece and nephew. Took my 2 kids, and we all went fishing. It was a disaster. But it was fun. Yeah. I would say they had fun. Keegan said I was the MVP for the day. Oh, yeah? Yeah, because I baited all their hooks. Loveland Community House, 513 West 2nd Street, Dixon, Illinois. Friday the 13th. This Friday, next Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th, not the next, but Next Friday. Next Friday. Be there, 5. I think the doors open at 5. The raffle starts at 6. We'll probably be there till about 8-ish, maybe 9. We are going to get there a day early and a day later. So if... We're going to get there a day early and a day later? we're gonna get there a day early and stay a day later.
That's what I said.
That's not what you said.
That's exactly what I said.
Not maybe in your noggin, but that's not what came out of your mouth.
So if somebody's like, oh, I couldn't make it, we didn't make it in time, we are gonna still be up there in that location. Hit us up on Facebook or whatever, and we'll try to see if we can make something happen so we can meet up with you guys. I know some of you guys are traveling a long way. If something happens, you know, maybe we can do something. I'm not promising anything, but maybe. So I know Terry has went above and beyond like she always does for us, and got us a hotel room. So it's gonna, we're just gonna travel up there. What?
You didn't tell me that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you got one as well.
I paid for a hotel room without even knowing.
I put your card on it to hold it, yeah. I still have time to cancel it, but you never told me that.
The joys of having a manager.
I just assumed that I was taking care of it.
Terry says the room is booked.
Yeah, you never told me.
I thought Terry got a hold of you because you sent me the picture of the.
No, I went on there and I was like, all right, well, if you're wanting to go, so we have the time, then here's the hotel option, and...
Maybe she got the same hotel.
But either way...
There can't be that many in Dixon.
I need to cancel, otherwise you will pay for it, even if you don't stay there.
Thanks. Love you too.
Okay, so real quick recap
Joey's
of where...
having my card.
Well, everything with Jacob's is saved in my phone, but I also just know everything. Do you guys want a social security
Shut
number?
up. I mean, be quiet. That's the second time I told you shut up today.
That's not the second time.
Terry said cancel yours.
Okay. Real quick while you guys are going through, I don't know if anybody's asked a question yet because Jacob always says, let's open this up for questions, and then actually doesn't pay attention to anybody's questions because he just keeps talking.
I forgot.
Cleveland, Ohio, Evans Mills, New York. Now, Evans Mills is where he was last seen. But we'll be in like Watertown, Syracuse. I believe we're going to go all the way up to Lake Champlain.
And we're also going to cover Canada too. So he may have been up in Canada on the St. Lawrence River too. Oh, go ahead. Sorry. I shut my mouth.
With that being said,
that's a thing.
we're going into Quebec, La Prairie, Brossard, Montreal, Terrebonne, Laval, and then we go into Ontario, into Welland and Dunnville. Then we come back into the U.S. Quick little stop over in Port Yorn, Mount Pleasant, Michigan, Petoskey, Michigan, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Chicago, Illinois, Linwood, Illinois, and then home.
Jennifer told me this.
Good. So that's those are the places we're going to be.
It's not going to happen, but I really did think about getting those meta glasses so we can do the Google Translate.
He is going to fly into Syracuse.
Where, Michael asks, where do we cook on the RV?
Yeah, so there's times where, like, in the past, we would take turns. If it's just Jacob and I, we don't typically get out the Blackstone because it's just kind of a pain in the butt. If we have people with us, Jacob will usually cook on the Blackstone. I actually cook steaks on the stove. There's some nights where it's like, what do you want? I'm like, we don't know. And we end up with like a bowl of ramen and some yogurt.
We're going to use the hell out of that kettle that Lee got us from the Aqua Adventure.
So sometimes we'll take turns cooking. Sometimes, if anybody's ever been in an RV, it's extremely tiny. It's not like you can be like, hey, I'm going to go cook this. Will you grab this and cook it? No, it is a one-person job because there's only one room for one person. So we take turns, but we each kind of have our specialty. I would say at nighttime, I tend to cook more But that's only because at that point in time, that's when Jacob's like uploading footage, going through stuff, you know, getting stuff done, or getting like everything set up outside, you know, wherever we're staying.
Actually working.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm supposed to do this.
Right.
Actually working.
But then also while I'm cooking, I'm expected to be working as well. So don't let him fool you. But yeah, so that's, we both kind of take turns. There's certain things that Jacob makes, you know, that he'll do. If it's just easy stuff, I'll just cook it. But then there's nights where it's like, let's just eat some ramen, or let's just have some pizza rolls, or some dino nuggies. And Jacob will usually just, you know, throw them in the air fryer. So we take turns.
She don't eat dino nuggies. She has a whole damn theater when she eats dino nuggies. Yeah, I'm telling on you. She walks them to the ranch.
Barbecue sauce.
To the barbecue sauce.
It's like their
like a
little
swimming
pond.
pool. Whee! And then goes like a freaking T-Rex would bite their heads off, and that's the only way she eats them.
No, I'm the meteorite that destroyed them all.
Oh. Jacob's cooks breakfast and makes specialty coffees. I do make some good French toast, or what
So Jacob usually is
Lee calls eggy bread for the people in England.
Yeah, Jacob
With
usually
cinnamon.
does if it's breakfast, that's usually Jacob. And then
Does she
I
have
usually-
a platter of sauces?
no, just one sauce, just barbecue
Just
sauce.
barbecue sauce.
Which
Which Lee and his kids are absolutely addicted.
Right.
So if you ever send Lee anything, send him Baby Ray's
Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce.
sauce. He will be your friend forever.
But yeah, so I mean we take turns. Jacob usually does breakfast. Like if we're gonna cook breakfast, Jacob will usually cook breakfast. I don't eat. I don't eat in the morning. I usually don't eat until nighttime.
I have to have poutine. I think I've had poutine.
I would say I hope so.
I know I have when I went up there to Rainy Lake.
So when I was little, I went up to Canada all the time. My grandma and I would take the ferry across because it would cost 50 cents. And then my dad, being a truck driver, went to Canada a lot, so I'd always go with him. They sell poutine at like Burger King and McDonald's. Like poutine's everywhere.
Mac and cheese it is.
A friend of mine in high school, when I would go back up home, or when I was living back at home in Michigan, like he cooked poutine. So yeah, anybody who's never had it, you're missing out. It's delicious. That's probably all I'll eat when we're in Canada, because I don't eat.
Real poutine is made with real squeaky cheese. Jennifer, if we do not get
Have you talked to
apple
Todd?
cider, is it apple cider?
Oh, you want the donuts?
I want those donuts. I want those donuts so bad from that town that we went to that I don't remember. It was very
by
small
Indian
town.
River. I think we went to go search by Indian River or something. I might be wrong.
Those
Or no,
donuts
Little
were
Mexico?
amazing. Yeah, I think so.
On the
Little
way to
Mexico.
Little Mexico or on the outside of Little?
I don't
Jen will
remember.
have to remember.
I see you carry a generator on the boat. What do y'all use that for? Power? I'm so sorry. That was
That was totally a Lindsay answer. You know that, right?
That
was 100% a Lindsay answer. So the generator on the boat, at nighttime, it powers the RV. And then during the daytime, it just stays on the boat because it's too much to take off. We have used it during the day to charge the boat if we need it. But at nighttime, like especially when we're boondocking, it's
Mike
what
said
plugs.
rude.
It's what plugs.
sorry, Mike.
It's what powers the RV. At nighttime, like when we're boondocking.
There is a reason why there's two on there. Actually, there's not a real reason why there's two on there. The other one's supposed to go in the RV. I just haven't changed them over yet. We were trying the new generator out, and I didn't want to take everything off before. So as we were trying it, and thank God we had it. in this last trip because we powered the
Oh.
lights, the
And
generators,
the air compressors.
the air compressors. We needed both of them. I was like, hey,
Yeah.
that's pretty awesome. When we pulled the Plum Bananas boat out.
But yeah, that's our shore power essentially at night when we plug in.
Yeah, we do snack and graze.
Yeah, like I'll have like 2 or 3 of those like little tiny bags of Cheez-Its during the day, and then at night I might eat like a quarter of my meal.
Yeah.
Jacob yells at me all the time.
She's like a daggum bird now.
Yeah. So he gets mad at me.
I've gotten to the point where I can't eat
Hey,
much.
I ate a lot at lunch today.
Yeah, you did.
I ate both my eggs and I ate my bacon.
You ate good today.
And I ate almost all of my
I'm the
ribs.
one that didn't finish my meal.
I ate almost
That's
all of
usually...
We got pancakes. Pancakes are...
very filling.
Very filling.
Yeah, and I don't have that big of a stomach anymore. It doesn't look like it, guys, but I don't. I'm now down, I think, 290, I think. 285, 290. I'm not going to get out my scale right now. Let's see. We went already... No, you do your scale in the morning. Anything else, guys? Sue's dropping the link for the GoFundMe.
So I don't know how many of you have seen. Jennifer has. One of the biggest comments is, you guys say thank you way too much. I really don't. I don't care what you think. I was gonna say not good words. We say thank you all the time. That's not just us saying thank you. We are saying thank you to you guys on behalf of every single family that we have ever helped. And Jennifer Wood has said it 2 or 3 times tonight. You guys don't understand. The donations that you make, yes, they help us get around, but they're helping families like hers. Mark Milligan, he's the one, he also says, like, please tell everybody thank you. We can never express to you, for multiple reasons, what it means when you guys donate. You're helping us, which we are incredibly thankful for. But you're helping these families. We're expressing gratitude on their behalf as well. And thankfully, Jacob and I have never been in the situation that these families are in that we're helping. I kind of have this third-party view of what it's like, and watching Eric, miss his cousin Sean, and, Uncle George and Danielle and Aunt Kelly and Nicole, and like, I'm watching them go through this process. That's the closest I've ever been. So when we say thank you, it's not just for us. It's for families like Jen and Mark, Karen Adams' family, Ryan Taylor's family. It's for every family that we've ever helped. So just keep that in mind. So next time anybody wants to be like, you guys say thank you too much, you can just shove it right up where the sun doesn't shine.
David Carlisle. I'm sorry, I was laughing at what she was saying. I am sorry about hearing about your son's lifelong dog.
Oh.
So don't be sorry for showing up late.
That's so sad.
You're always welcome.
I like dogs more than I like people. I do. Ask Jacob. Ask Jen. Jennifer Wood, she'll tell you.
And B, sorry I was quiet. I thought you went to bed, honestly. You've shown more support watching and being there for us since the very beginning that I can't thank you enough.
Yeah, and if anybody doesn't like it, no, I'm just kidding. No. Well, you, didn't you?
I did work with a few volunteer Tennessee rescue squads. Hiking with Sean. What's going on, buddy?
When they had the flood.
When we had the flooding
in
Waverly, Tennessee. Or Waverly, Kentucky. Waverly, Tennessee. Isn't it? Waverly, Tennessee. Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't allowed to go.
No, it's Tennessee. It's Waverly, Tennessee. I got the Tennessee shirt.
I wasn't allowed to go.
That was a search that, I got the t-shirt to prove it type deal. No, not really. it was supporting all the people who lost their lives. So, and being respectful, it was Waverly, Tennessee. A lot of lives were lost, and that was kind of my initial. No, it wasn't my initial help on a disaster. I've been on quite a few disasters, but it was a very successful in finding everybody.
Yeah.
And working close knit. Like I am super close to the sheriff at Waverly now. I call him and text him a lot. Made some really good connections there. But yeah, we did work with them.
Maddie's at home. We do this right now the live streams have all been at Jacob's house. So Maddie's at home. Oh, Jen, you already know it. I don't care what Jacob says. I'm going to wear it in a video. Just for you and Shell. But yeah, Maverick's at home. Maverick will be good with us on the trip. Maverick's already got a vet appointment for right before we leave. The only shots he needs are like his flea and tick and his heartworm. But I'll be picking up his records and everything. So Maverick's actually the easiest thing to get across the border.
I don't think we're going to have any issues with Maverick's grooming. I think he'll be fine. Like, he's not that overgrown now,
he definitely needs groomed before we leave.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because it's going to be 3 months.
Yeah.
Where did we get him groomed last time? Where was that girl at?
I don't remember.
I don't either.
She did a really good job.
Yeah, she did. Christine?
Yep.
Was that her name? Christine or Christina?
Yeah, but I couldn't tell you more.
I know we saw the Northern Lights and that kid fixed your motorhome.
We were in Michigan.
I know, but where?
We had been around Petoskey area.
Are you sure?
We've seen the Northern Lights.
We saw the Northern Lights in my road or at my house last year.
I don't remember.
We need to figure that
out. We don't have to show them proof of insurance.
We have all of it. We have RV insurance. We have boat insurance.
Ragnar, who are these two? Hi, Ragnar. We are search and recovery divers. We go travel the country in hopes of bringing lost loved ones home.
Yep.
That's who we are.
We are ChaosDivers, a sonar search and recovery dive team who navigates the waters with the hopes of providing answers to the families and loved ones of those that are missing.
And Ragnar said, very nice. And we've been blessed to have brought home 20 lost loved ones in the past 4 years that we have been a team.
Yeah. Hi, Lee.
Hi, Lee. Hiking with Sean. Heck, I saw them here in Metropolis. Yeah, you did.
Oh, yeah, we were at Corvino's.
Yeah, Corvino's is amazing.
Yeah, if you guys are ever in Southern Illinois, please go to Corvino's.
It's a little expensive, but you can go super expensive and get, like, I want to do it one day. I don't know if I'll ever do it, but I do want to do it. Get those heat stones where you can actually cook your own steak.
Steaks.
It looks neat. I don't know if it'd be cool or not, but
We should do it.
I don't know how much it is. They have great pizza. Oh yeah, definitely. Nod it off. There you go. Thank you, Ragnar.
Chris, congratulations on getting your cert, and then her getting hers.
Yeah, congratulations.
My only regret is not diving sooner.
My only regret is not I started YouTube early, but not
I don't care
this.
about that, but the diving portion.
Oh. Yeah.
It's a lot of people kept asking like, when are you gonna dive? When are you gonna dive? Like I wanted to dive like when I met Jacob. I was like, this is pretty cool. I didn't know this was an option, but I really needed to wait for the perfect time, and I wanted to surprise Jacob. Jacob had no idea. There were very few people who did know. Eric obviously knew. And was incredibly supportive of me getting everything.
Yep.
You know, all my certs, and Eric was there the day that I did my stress and rescue. Eric actually participated as one of the I almost said rescue dummies. That'd have been bad. Eric's not a dummy.
He's definitely not a dummy. He's one of the smartest people I know.
Yeah. But yeah, so it was a long time coming, and again, I just needed to wait for the right time. I had to wait for I had to wait for the money, and I wanted to wait until it just needed to be perfect and it needed to be good for me. I wanted to surprise Jacob, but I also didn't want Jacob or Eric there, because if they would have been like, "Oh, make sure you do this," I'd have been like, "Nope, I'm done. I'm done." I would have taken off everything, given everything back. I wouldn't have completed it.
Hiking with Sean. Yeah, you remember me whenever I was kayaking. I think we ran into each other a few different times. We didn't really know each other. But it's cool. If you guys haven't, and he's not talking to be put on here, but if you guys haven't checked out Hiking with Sean, he's a huge advocate for hiking in Southern Illinois. The dude is amazing. He would even take you out on like tours of the Shawnee National Forest. Huge advocate on that. So if you guys haven't checked him out, check him out on Facebook and YouTube. Good dude, good solid dude.
Again, we do intend on keeping our live stream steady while we're out on the road. I don't know, like, next Thursday, because we're going up north. I will probably pop in for a second. Yeah?
I wasn't paying attention. What'd you say? I was literally looking down at that. I was being honest with you. What did you say?
You know how I'm expected to, like, take care of things and listen to you and, you know, be doing 18 different things?
What did you say? Will you just tell me?
Are we going live next Thursday?
We always go live Thursdays.
We're going to be up north.
I don't care.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh, yeah. We go live at the hotel or something.
But that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, because we were going to be there Thursday, but we're going to be...
Well, I know the thing's Friday, but I didn't know if we had plans.
All right,
Even
see you,
if we
Carol
just
Reed.
pop in Thursday, well, no, we should be already up there.
Yeah, we'll go live.
Okay.
Give it to Lindsay. She's mean. I swear to God, she's mean. Y'all think I'm mean to her? Bull.
Listen, I don't take anything from anybody, but I sure will give it back.
Or her house, yeah.
So I saw a couple questions. Do you guys ever search in oceans? Very rarely. The tide, there's really no point. A car is not making it out hundreds of yards to where it could actually be. So we don't typically search like oceans per se. We have searched like canals and bays and stuff that go out to oceans. But when you think about the tide and how far it goes out, I mean, there's beaches where you walk 100 to 300 yards before you even get to depth.
And yes, there was the exception of the guy driving off the pier.
Yeah.
And that happens. Unfortunately, we aren't, I mean, I'll get out on the ocean, but I am not, by no means, a captain to be out on the ocean type work. So. Yeah.
Our boat is more than capable of doing it. Again, it's just not, we haven't found it to be beneficial in what we do. So again, quick recap of our schedule. We go up to, this coming Friday, we go to Dixon, Illinois for Quartermania with Terry. If anybody's able to come up there, we're going to, be spending the evening with them and just being able to do that. Then we come back, we do have a camping trip. Then we go to Missouri on the Mississippi for the SEAARK Owners Poker Run. We want to be able to support SEAARK for everything that they've done for us. And then we come back, we celebrate Lexi's birthday. Then we leave on June 26th. We go to Ohio, New York, Quebec, Ontario, and then into Michigan, and then down and Illinois, and then home.
Call the Coast Guard. Chaos is out in the ocean. Yeah, if we're out in the ocean, you better call the Coast Guard. No, seriously, I can make it through everything. There's not a lot of things that I can't handle on a boat. We don't need to be out on the ocean. Now, if there's a road that ends in the ocean, boom, turn, 50 foot deep off of the side of a cliff, we may think about it. Very rarely that we're going to do that. We don't need to be slammed up against it. I just don't know the ocean well enough to do that type of work.
Ray, I'm not sure what, I'm not sure if they can go up that far. And I don't know if Shelly's still in here or not. But they may have resources for you.
We're drone searching the channels.
Yeah. And that's the other thing. Our focus is on missing persons cases with vehicles. We just feel like that's where we are the biggest asset. What's your most memorable dive?
Every one of them memorable. Every one that I get to dive with you is memorable.
So, like 2.
You know, there's not a one that really sticks out. Other than bringing somebody home, that's usually a good, memorable stuff.
Can I be? I don't know if I have like a most memorable dive. Probably like the first car I ever pulled. That was pretty cool, and you know, to be able to do that with Jacob. Then you know, getting to pull my first car without Jacob, without having like, because it was kind of like my safety blanket at that time, and then.
Hiking with Sean.
And then pulling my first car by myself was, you know, any dive is a good dive. Or what Terrence always told me, that any dive where you come back is a good dive.
Yeah, I do not have that underwater drone thing, hiking with Sean. It'll all make sense in a couple weeks. I just give it away. Thanks, hiking with Sean.
Ray,
We're laggy.
Gosh dang it.
What?
Get a hold of, okay, when this live stream is over, message ChaosDivers, or go on to ChaosDivers.com. On the bottom right hand corner, there is a button that says chat now. Click on that. That's a direct link to me. I'll get you in contact with some names of other organizations that may be able to help and get there quicker.
Yeah.
We have a few that, especially with you guys being in that area, that may be able to get to you guys quicker for assistance. So ChaosDivers.com, like I said, it's I believe it's in the lower right hand corner. It says chat now. But that's a direct link to me. You can message on there. When you message it, you get an automated message back saying, here's our email address, here's our phone number if this is an emergency. But I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
We're super laggy now. I mean...
I don't know. Was it mine or is it yours?
Maybe. Oh, you're on...
Your Wi-Fi.
My Wi-Fi that's not doing very good. Signal is very good here. All right, thank you, hiking with Sean.
My phone.
Yeah. Other than that, guys, that's about it. We've been on here for 93 minutes. We have 83 people in here and 141 likes. Can't find that anywhere. It's pretty amazing. That's the words out of Lee. Good one.
Where can you get that?
Where can you get that? I miss Lee.
I was so scared. Jacob told me that he hadn't talked to Lee in like 2 or 3 days, and I was like, oh my God, did you guys break up? Like, what's going on? Because they talk to each other all day long, every single day, like 2 teenage girls.
We really do.
Like, I will call Jacob, and if I FaceTime Jacob, it automatically, because they talk over Facebook Messenger, like that's how they video chat each other. And if I FaceTime Jacob, it will automatically cut Lee's thing off, and he'll answer the phone and he'll be like, I was talking to Lee. You just ended his call. How was I supposed to know you were talking to Lee? Like, he gets so upset.
Brian Graves, there are some stuff in the tour that we are going to have some fun with. I don't know if she wants to talk about some of that stuff, but we do take days off regardless. We're going to be gone for 2.5 months. I'm not working for 2.5 months every single day. We do have days that we're going to relax. We do have days that we're going to, for like the travel days are mostly ours that we travel and then we go and do something.
That's something. Okay. All of you Canadians that are in this chat, we are going to be between Dunnville, Ontario, and we'll say Montreal, Canada, or Montreal, Quebec, right? So you've got that loop right along the border. I need to know who has the absolute best poutine. I'm not playing games. This is serious business.
How long are we going to be in Canada? Can we use? We can't because they probably won't have those.
I don't know.
Do you guys have like chain like places? Can I use? I don't think I could. Yeah, you can because money is transferable. But can you use gift cards in Canada?
Yeah. Jacob, did you ever see that YouTuber that had a diver submersible? Like an individual?
You may be talking about Jigging with Jordan. He's got a submarine hat that he takes down. Poutine is a must. Yes, we do. We sure do. Okay, cool. Be cautious around the moose. I'm going to ride a moose when I'm up there.
Absolutely not. That is illegal.
If he does it like,
what was that? You can't just ride a moose.
If I accidentally fall on the moose, I'm going to...
How are you going to accidentally fall 10 feet in the air? You ain't jumping?
I may be
you ain't jumping?
I may be in a tree. Water almost went out my nose.
This is why I'm going to live longer.
With a saddle. Exactly.
No.
There's no moose in that area you're going to.
Thank goodness.
I'm going to see a black bear, though.
It's going to maul you. So again, we...
moose in the water. There you go. The moose get in the water. I'm going to jump on that sucker.
Dixon, Illinois next Friday. The Friday following will be in Missouri on the Mississippi for the SEAARK poker run. And then after that, on June 26th is when we leave. We go to Cleveland, Ohio, Evans Mills, Watertown area of New York. And then we move up into Canada, primarily staying around the Montreal area. We have the most cases there. And then heading on over, as we make our way over to Welland, Ontario, is when we have a couple of cases in between Montreal and Welland, but not too many. Then down into Dunnville. And then from there, we go into Mount Pleasant, Michigan, Petoskey, Michigan, Grand Rapids, Michigan, and then down into Chicago and Linwood, Illinois.
Hiking with Sean, congratulations on getting married. I think I already told you that before, but the honeymoon, seeing 16 blackberry, that's pretty amazing. Also, thank you, Brian Graves, for becoming a diver. And we did see a camel in New York.
It was just in those people's yard.
Yeah, it was. They had a whole damn zoo in there. All right. Anyway, guys, I told you we were getting off here earlier, and that was 10 minutes ago. I told
that
you.
That was like 30 minutes ago.
I do like talking to y'all. Aren't gift cards US dollar? I always do cash in Canada because of the exchange rate. Yeah, probably. Sent a message. All right,
okay,
Ray.
I'll check for that one.
Kyle Smith, thank you for the $20. We'll see that at the end of the month. There is a camel down the road in Polk County. Pretty neat. Really?
I didn't know that.
I did not know that. $1.37. Yeah, Ninja Mama, the sucky part about going up, I love Canadians. I love going to Canada. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful country. But y'all suck with the liters of gas and the price. That is going to cost me a bloody fortune because I'm not used to it, and that RV loves gas, especially with the liters. So anyway, other than that, thank you guys so much for all your support. If you guys haven't checked out ChaosDivers, check it out. Support the people that I spoke about. Anybody that I speak about on here is good quality people, and I'll stand behind them 100%. So love each. Most of everybody that I speak. I heard her say, that's fine, April. And that's the reason why we need your guys' help. 2.5 months is a long time being gone. So love each and every one of you. Keep diving. It's not where to stop.
Love you, bye.
And I'll see you guys later. Ow, that was my knee.